Right there guys, so I'm not at my PC today and I won't get a chance to get to it, so I thought I'd just do this video on my phone. But basically, it seems that FSG are trying to manage our expectations. Again, an article's come out from James Pearce, and I did say that my next video was going to be an audit of the squad, but it kind of touches on it on this anyway. So yeah, basically in this article he mentions Thuram, Konate, Veiga, Gravenberch, Lavia, but they are not all the definitive list. It's unclear where Liverpool will turn next as they are weighing up their options. McAllister was the priority, and since this one is now done, they are establishing who is available and at what price. I'm sick to death of saying done. Klopp wants all business done by July the 8th, and the Under-21s European Championship starts on June the 21st. Now, I find this very interesting that he's actually mentioned this, because, as we know, Thuram and Konate, I know for 100% are both at this tournament. I'm not too sure on Veiga, Gravenberch or Lavia, but the fact he's mentioned that tournament speaks volumes a little bit for me, and it goes back to something I said a while ago in regards to Thuram and Konate, where I don't believe for an instance that we would take these players away from their national squads, their training camps, before they go into a tournament to get these done. Will go to them. So all that thing about a plane travelling from Nice and blah, 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 to Blackpool was obviously nothing to do with what's going on. James Ward-Prowse does not fit the profile, which I think is something that all of us Liverpool fans will be happy to hear. Mason Mount is too expensive, valued at around 60 to 70 million by Chelsea. Liverpool will not pay this. Then he goes on to mention Thuram. Senior officials dismiss that personal terms have been agreed with Thuram, which to me, I kind of go against, because why would you try and do a deal with a player if you don't know how much money he's going to want? Or, do you know what I mean? Like, all the stuff like that, like, they'd have some sort of idea otherwise. Can you imagine, like, going up to Nice and going, hey, we'll pay the 50 million that he goes to, like he says, 50 million is the reported price that Nice would like to get. Other Premier League clubs are involved with Thuram. Anyway, going back to what I said, so can you imagine going up to Nice and going, there you go, that's 50 million, we'll pay that. And then they go, yeah, yep, cool, go on, have a word with him. And then he's like, I want £300,000 a week. And Liverpool be like, no, sorry, mate, no, sorry. It'd just be a waste of time, do you know what I mean? So Liverpool would have some sort of idea of what he wants. I'm not saying that it is agreed, but they would know, do you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway. Next player he mentions is Veiga, who would be a cheaper option at £34 million due to a release clause. Lavia has Premier League experience. Gravenberch did have positive talks with Liverpool, but Bayern Munich do not want to sell. Now here, whether Liverpool sign one or two more midfielders this summer will be influenced by the cost. The club stance does not believe they will go and sign one or two more just to fill gaps. So there we go, guys. It's all down to money. Is this coming out because of the what's the hysteria around the fan base, expecting us to go out there and sign some more players? Is this coming out because it's a negotiation tactic, trying to talk to, like, you know, Thuram, like saying, like I say, they want 50 million for him, but Liverpool like, well, we do want him, but and he wants to come to us, but we're not paying 50 million for him because then we can't go and do this, that, and the other for, you know, for other positions and stuff like that. But yeah, it all comes down to cost on how many more midfielders we sign by the looks of this. Thiago will be allowed to leave as a free transfer at the end of the season. God, so he basically has gone on here about the reasons why Liverpool don't need to buy one or two more midfielders. Thiago will leave for 3 at the end of the season. Bajcetic, Jones and Elliott are all expected to step up, and Morton will be assessed in the pre-season. Fabinho has stepped up a lot towards the end of the back end of the season and has had an uptake in form. Carvalho will be loaned out. So basically what they're saying there is we've got Thiago, we've got Elliott, we've got Bajcetic, we've got Jones, we could potentially have Morton, we've got Fabinho. You know, like, we don't need another midfielder. Honestly, guys. Manage our expectations, honestly. Ideally, Liverpool want a centre-back, young, capable of providing high-calibre backup to the front to the two that would be playing there. Pavard is not on the list, and Matip is expected to stay, and just like Thiago, leave on a free transfer at the end of the season. I'm getting sick of us like losing players for nothing, guys. You know, we've had Wijnaldum, Ox, Keita, Firmino, who else? James Milner, just to name a few. Like, did Veiga go for now as well? I can't remember if we got out for him. I think he left on a free transfer as well. Like, just, you know, when they go that this club's well managed and stuff like that, like, if you were to add up all the transfer fees you spent on them players, you're probably looking at north of 100 million, aren't you? And we'll just let it all walk out the door for now. Conor Bradley will be given opportunities to see if he can play in the Trent position, albeit is this going to be at right back or in the new formation. Ramsey has been loaned out to Preston North End, which that was announced yesterday. What do you think on that, guys? Wasn't even given pre-season to show what he could do. Just literally kicked out the door. He's gone on loan. I think it's a good idea. You know, he didn't get much game time at all last year due to his injuries, so I guess it makes sense there. Kelleher, Liverpool want to keep, but Liverpool will sell if the right price comes in. And if he does go, Liverpool will have to go and sign a backup, as they expect Adrian to stay at number 3, and Davis and Pitalunka are not ready to step up to be the backup to Alisson. No forwards are expected to be signed during this window. Ben Doak and Cade Gordon are expected to help the forward line when Salah goes to the AFCON in January. Now, I didn't even know that was on again this year, a few videos ago. Or might have been on my live stream, actually, last week. So basically, we lose Salah for nearly a month in January. Oh well. Anyway, so that's that from James Pearce, guys. And yeah, manage our expectations or what, you know, basically we're not expected to go out and buy 1 or 2 more midfielders. It all depends on how much they cost. Look how good the midfielders we've got now already at the team that could come in and do a job. Everyone started picking up form towards the back end of the season, didn't they? You know, I think I used an analogy like last season where it was basically like, you remember like where you're at school and you've got a deadline and then the deadline creeps up, so you start doing everything last minute. That's kind of what it felt like with us last season, where we were just, you know, going by, and then we realised, like, oh shit, we might miss out on Champions League here. Let's book our ideas up, and then that's what we did. But it was, you know, it was too little, too late. So just to finish this video off as well, guys, Konate actually came out last night and actually spoke his mind a bit. Like, he said a few things, but the one bit I want to take out here is that I'm quoting Konate here. I think we lost 4 players. We are obliged to replace them. If we do not, how do we do it? So even Konate is basically saying that we've lost 4 players. If we don't replace them, how can we be expected to challenge or do anything this season? And that's coming from one of the players, which goes against what we've heard from James Pearce just now. So to me, if the squad are saying that, the fans are saying that, then James Pearce is basically just the mouthpiece of FSG in that article that he's written today. I don't know if it's to do with managing our expectations or basically it's a tactic to get the price down of certain players that we're after. But yeah, guys, let me know down below your thoughts on all that. Obviously, it's just extracts from the article. I've not read it verbatim, word for word, but doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. The transfer window obviously opened today. But we can't get any, like, you know, outside the UK targets officially done until the 1st of July. That's when they'd be officially Liverpool players. But yeah, it doesn't look good if you take James Pearce at his word here. Anyway, guys, let me know down below in the comments what you think on all of this. Let me know. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you are new here, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.